So, Gurmayagov agus time intach sosta ven so sonoich starul so done crinu in you. As they say, follow that. Can I thank the organisers for hosting this event and for allowing me to be part of it? I greatly appreciate it, and what better place for us to meet than here in the round room of the Mansion House. And whilst I never advocate that we be captive to our past, because our job is to write our present, to imagine our future and to deliver it, I think we should be conscious that we meet in a place where a century ago, brave women, more brave men, sadly, than women, met and imagined a new tomorrow. Asked themselves the question that we now are faced with in our generation: what country do we want? What country can we have? And what country can we share? And so this conversation is a really, really important one. I would regard it as existential for us as Irish men and Irish women, Irish, British, neither, both, Muslim, Christian, of no particular faith, black or white, settled or travellers, green or orange. This is the moment now to have the conversation and to prepare for the change that is underway. Where we start, I believe, is to foster an acknowledgement and an acceptance that change is the order of the day. I think so long as leaders bury their heads in the sand and deny the very obvious generational turning of the wheel, the very obvious demographic changes, but more importantly, the change in expectation for our citizens, north and south, for women, for our LGBT community, for all of us. And I believe that we should frame this conversation in the language of opportunity, not fear, not winners and losers, not any zero-sum game, but opportunity for all of us, in which each has a voice and none has a veto. So all of those perspectives will enrich our conversation. And whilst John and the academics and practitioners are right to say in all likelihood unionism won't formally engage with this conversation until we have had our referendum, I still believe that it is critical that we invite that perspective and make it clear that nobody is handing down a new Ireland on tablets of stone to the populace. As the leader of Sinn Féin and the Republican movement, I'm not doing that. That, frankly, is not my job. I will lead, and we will lead those of us who are Republicans in delivering our perspective, our ideas, and commanding and marshalling all of our energy to make this process succeed. But we are very, very well aware that it will take all of us to make this right. They say that it takes the village to raise the child. It takes the nation in all of our parts, in all of our diversity. Whether we had grannies in the GPO, whether we had relatives in the H blocks, whether that's not part of our experience and our people served and fought in the First or Second World War, all of that is in the mix, but it's not really the point. The point is that Ireland must advance, and the question for us is, what does that look like? And what contribution do we make? So I look forward to the questions and remarks, and I'm delighted that we are here. I agree with John. If you ask me where practically should this conversation start about reunification, I would say let's talk about our health service. We have the Bengoa process in the north. We have Sláinte Care in the south, two platforms for radical change. The smart money would join those up. The smart money would work together for a single-tier universal health service for all of our people across the island. So, Gurmayagov agus Rich Time Intach Sons Sosta Venso.